That is the big question. So a lot of people are coming to me and they have all these issues, and some of the times I think, okay, the questions that my clients are having, then I'm having the same situation. And the truth is that, when your body is aging, you have to actually be present to what is. The truth is, you have to be present to what is. It's not about having courage. It's not about having resiliency. It's not about having the perfect diet. It's not about putting more restrictions on yourself. It's literally as simple as, what does God want you to do? It is literally, he created real food, and the processed food is probably the thing that is the biggest hurdle to you feeling better and you being at the weight that you want to be at. And I know last week I was whining about how, I just feel pudgy. And you look at me and you're like, how is that even possible? Like, come on, like, be for real. And I'm like, no, really, this is it. And I had to make maybe it is valiant, I don't know. But I had to be honest with, okay, well, what is it that I'm actually eating? Yeah, you know what? I'm letting that processed stuff creep in. I'm having those potato chips, and they were a great soothing for when after my parents passed, and that was just something that I craved. But I'm noticing as I'm getting older, that big wiggle room of error that you can do and what you can and cannot eat, from 25 to 30 to 50, now I'm 60, and that wiggle room is basically this much. It's literally hardly anything. And what do I have to do? I have to focus on eating more real food and really eliminating all those extra the seed oils from the potato chips, the safflower oil, the sunflower oil, the whoever knows what oil. But that's a processed food, even though it's a potato chip. I'm going to be better off, and I actually feel better with just roasting my potatoes and roasting them to make them nice and crispy. And it's something that, okay, it's not that big of a deal, but you know what? As you get older, it is kind of a big deal. Your body responds a lot more. And so my job isn't to say, okay, this is a good food, this is a bad food, but it's really helping you to identify where are maybe the holes in your patterns that may be contributing to the issue. And where are the holes in the patterns? Because you've got to look at, how is it that you're sleeping? How are you dealing with your stress? How are you, managing the food planning and other things in your life? They're all related. It's not just a physical thing. And yes, okay, stress does have the potential to create more cortisol. And when we're older, especially with women, then that becomes more of an issue over 60 and in that place of perimenopause. So the things that have worked for years, and I've been doing this for forever, guess what? They don't really work anymore. So it's really looking at, okay, how do you sleep? What's your quality of sleep? How are you dealing with stress, or how are you not dealing with the stress? Because now the body is really responding in a totally different way. And what it needs is the real food and more green vegetables to actually help you de-stress and counteract the stress and give you more of the calcium and magnesium to de-stress. But it's literally learning how to eat more real food, balance your blood sugar, to balance your hormones, to balance your microbiome, lower the inflammation, but also lower the stress. And also help you to use the tools or find new tools to manage that stress, because if you don't manage the stress, all the other stuff doesn't matter. And I had a client a couple of weeks ago where literally 2 sessions, she felt like herself again, and it's because we just managed that blood sugar better. We included more real food, and really we focused on their sleep quality, not quantity, but sleep quality. So if you want a more holistic approach to how you're feeling and how you're aging, give me a call, Joanna Hodorowska, Nutrition in Motion.